Hello everyone, welcome to back my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to a veteran, Triple H may be gone before 12 months are over. He thinks The Rock is taking over soon. Vince Russo joined Drive. Chris Featherstone on this week's episode of Legion of Raw, where he felt the game would be gone from WWE sooner rather than later. He even put up a hypothetical situation in which the star could be replaced from his position in WWE creative. He said that if The Rock decided he wanted the creative job, no one would tell him not to take over the game. If the star was done making films, then his taking over made simple sense. However, while The Rock taking over is hypothetical, he was certain that the game would leave WWE in less than 12 months, especially when Netflix saw its numbers drop after WrestleMania. He said that the star would be made the scapegoat. In a shocking twist that has the WWE universe buzzing, a major wrestling veteran has dropped a bombshell, claiming that Triple H, one of the most pivotal forces in modern WWE, will be leaving the company within the next year. And they're not just speculating. With conviction burning in their voice, they said, "I still believe that 1000%. But this isn't just a random interview quote. No. This statement has opened the floodgates for backstage tension, dramatic power plays, and a potential corporate war that could rock WWE to its very core." Chapter 1. The Unexpected Words. It all began during a sit-down interview on the Squared Circle Spotlight podcast. WWE Hall of Famer and locker room legend Road Dogg Jesse James joined the show to talk about WrestleMania 41, his time in creative, and of course, Triple H, his longtime friend and ally. When asked about the future of WWE under Triple H's leadership, Road Dogg hesitated. He looked into the camera and said, "You want the truth? I don't think Paul Levesque finishes 2025 with WWE. I still believe that 1000%. Too many signs, too many games behind the scenes. The pressure's enormous, and not just from the talent, but from the people upstairs." The statement sent shockwaves through the wrestling world. Social media exploded. Wrestling insiders scrambled to get more details. What did he mean by games behind the scenes? Was this a jab at someone like Nick Khan or even Vince McMahon? Was Triple H on his way out? Chapter 2. A storm brews backstage. According to multiple sources, ever since Triple H took over creative control full-time in late 2022, the landscape of WWE changed dramatically. Storylines became more cohesive, new stars were born, and the overall product received universal praise. But not everyone was happy. Reports began to emerge that Nick Khan, the WWE president, had been quietly clashing with Triple H over long-term strategic plans. While Triple H pushed for a wrestling-first product, Khan, sources say, had his eyes on further corporate expansion, crossover stars, and cutting costs. Insiders whispered about private meetings, late-night calls, and even talent being used as pawns in the silent war. It wasn't long before the roster began to notice the tension. One top WWE star, speaking on the condition of anonymity, said, "You could feel it. You'd hear Triple H say something one day, then 2 days later we're being told a completely different thing by a Nick Khan representative. It's like there are two kings in one castle, and there's only one throne." Chapter 3. The Return of a McMahon. Then came the real swerve. On the April 15th episode of Raw, a special backstage segment aired that fans assumed was just storyline based. But for those paying attention, it hit differently. Stephanie McMahon returned on-screen for the first time since her surprise resignation over a year ago. She hugged some talent, smiled for the camera, and left. Simple, harmless. Or so it seemed. But later that night, WWE's official website dropped an article titled, "Executive Insight: What's Next for WWE?" featuring an unexpected quote from Stephanie, "This company has always been about family. And as we evolve into the future, I believe it's time for new conversations about legacy, leadership, and loyalty." Fans were quick to connect the dots. Was Stephanie hinting at taking back control? Was she reinserting herself into the WWE power structure? And where did this leave Triple H? The whispers turned into roars. Chapter 4. The veteran doubles down. As backlash and speculation continued, Road Dogg made a surprise appearance on Busted Open Radio, doubling down on his claims. "Look, I've been around this business longer than most. I've seen what power struggles do to good people. Triple H is tired. He's being pulled in 10 different directions. And with all due respect to the machine, he's one man. He loves WWE, but love isn't always enough." When asked if this was about health or personal reasons, Road Dogg shook his head. "It's politics. It's corporate. It's personal. And yeah, it's about power. I stand by what I said. He won't be here by the end of the year. 1000%. Chapter 5. Triple H responds, cryptically. 2 days later, at the WWE Performance Center, Triple H held a private Q&A with NXT talent. He addressed the elephant in the room, but in the most Triple H way possible. "You don't quit when it gets tough. You dig in. You fight for your vision. I didn't take this seat to warm it, I took it to build something. That's all I'll say." And then, just before walking away, he reportedly looked over his shoulder and muttered, "But if they want war, they'll get one." The room fell silent. Chapter 6. Talent takes sides. As WrestleMania 41 fallout continued, the main roster locker rooms began showing signs of division. According to insiders, certain superstars have aligned with Triple H, vowing loyalty to his leadership and vision. Stars like Seth Rollins, Gunther, Becky Lynch, and Braun Breaker have reportedly voiced support, praising his creative direction and focus on long-term storytelling. Meanwhile, other talents, especially those rumored to have signed under Khan's regime, are said to be staying silent, or worse, lobbying for their own influence behind the scenes. A quiet civil war is brewing. Chapter 7. The corporate plot twist. In late March, TKO's board of directors quietly approved the formation of a Leadership Strategy Review Committee, a move that fans might have overlooked, but analysts saw as monumental. According to sources close to the situation, the committee's real purpose is to evaluate WWE's leadership structure, especially Triple H's role as chief content officer. A leaked document, obtained by a wrestling journalist, suggests that succession planning is now being discussed at the highest levels, and one name keeps popping up in those meetings: Paul Heyman. Yes. You read that right. While it may sound far-fetched, Heyman is seen as a brilliant creative mind with corporate experience. He's also managed to stay close to key TKO decision-makers and even Khan himself. Could WWE be grooming Heyman as a backup plan? Chapter 8. WrestleMania 41 Fallout. As WrestleMania 41 concluded with Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes finally closing the chapter on their epic saga, the buzz backstage wasn't about the main event. It was about what comes next. Sources claim that right after the main event, Triple H left SoFi Stadium without addressing the media or holding the usual post-Mania presser. Something was off. Even Cody, during a press interview, paused when asked about Triple H. "He's the reason I'm back here. And if there's anyone who deserves to shape the future of WWE, it's that man. Whatever happens, he'll always be the game." Cryptic, supportive, but worried. Chapter 9. The Veteran's Final Word. A week after Mania, Road Dogg returned to social media, tweeting a single phrase, "Told you so." Just wait. The tweet has now gone viral, with fans split between supporting Triple H and fearing a full-blown WWE power shake-up. Chapter 10. What's next? If Triple H really is leaving, or being forced out, it changes everything. Creative, leadership, morale, everything. But there's another possibility. He's fighting back. In recent weeks, he's reportedly begun assembling a creative circle behind the scenes, featuring trusted minds like Shawn Michaels, William Regal, and even a returning Gabe Sapolsky. The group's mission: to protect Triple H's vision and keep WWE on track, no matter what the board decides. One source close to the team simply said, "If this is war, then they just formed their resistance." Final thoughts. Whether Triple H actually leaves WWE in the next 12 months remains to be seen. But what's clear is this: WWE is heading into uncharted territory. Legacy, power, loyalty, and vision are all being tested. The future of the company isn't just about ratings or ticket sales, it's about who gets to define what WWE truly stands for. And if the game is really on the line, you can bet one thing: Triple H won't go down without a fight. Thanks for watching this video and please subscribe our WWE official YouTube channel for more update news.